Hey everyone, it's Cindy, and this is like my fourth take. I videotaped a whole video that was perfect in every way, but there was no sound, so I don't know what was up with that. So I don't know. I would normally have just given up by now, but I guess this is a message that needs to get out there. People have been asking me about what they've been hearing about aliens landing on August 4th or at the Olympics closing ceremony, the spaceship landing right in the middle of it, and what I thought of that. And you know, I've been hearing reputable people, well, I don't know how reputable they are, but they're well known, talking about that they're going to land. And for me, I would love to see them land. Why not? I mean, I'd be all for it. I just was leading a Mount Shasta transformational journey 2 weeks ago, and we had an amazing connection with a spaceship out there. There was many, number one. The veils are becoming so thin that it's just so easy to see them anymore. And number two, this one that was really communicating with us, it was flying across the sky and was darting all over the place. And then all of a sudden it stopped, and then like a dimmer switch, it got brighter, 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 and it was just like this big, huge glowing light, and we all were looking, and we were all like, whoa, because it was just like so obvious they were doing that for us. And I felt a beaming of frequencies coming down from them, and a lot is changing within me as a result. But anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them land at the Olympics. Well, I don't have TV, so I guess I'll find out secondhand. But in my heart of hearts, do I really believe they're going to come at this time? I have to be honest with you and tell you, I don't think so, because I feel like if they were the beings of light that are here to help our world transform and ascend. Now, I'm going to say, you know, when I was speaking at the Deepak Chopra conference years ago, somebody asked me why the aliens were wanting to work with us. And of course, I don't have all the answers to that. And many people work with ETs or aliens or star beings, whatever you want to call them, for different purposes. And for me, it's always been about transformation and ascension. And I've always heard from them that it was a two-way street, that they're helping us to heal and become lighter and find the joy in our hearts and really become who we are and live who we are, rather than come from a fear-based consciousness of you will do this and that and giving up all your power to the powers that be. And as they help us do that, we're actually helping them, because they can move forward in their ascension too. So that's what it's been for me. So if aliens were going to land, the beings of light that, you know, that everybody's, you know, that's interested in this would be looking for, I would think they would do it when it was going to be a productive time and when that transformation was ready to really happen, because they could land anytime. They do. And so, you know, it's not like they can't. I just feel like they're waiting for us to catch up with who we are. So, you know, we're not even to 12/21/12 yet, which really makes no difference, because actually our calendar is wrong, so we probably are upon that. But we've been in the shift for many years now, several years. And, you know, I'm sure you've noticed your life changed in the last 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, even more. People are moving spontaneously to places that you'd never imagined they'd move. People more and more are following what they feel in their heart, rather than just being at some job working to pay the bills. You know, really, it's not about quantity of life, it's about quality of life. And you know, money, I can't wait for money to be nothing anymore. I can't wait for us to be in a civilization where money is not even included, because it's gotten way out of hand. Money has got so much power And the people who have the power are the ones that are controlling us, or trying to control us, and playing all these games with the economy and the housing and so on and so forth. I'm not even going to go into it, but a moneyless society is where it's at. It's not, money was made too important. It was just meant to be a bartering tool. And you know, it's this world. It's not about money. It's about happiness. It's about living your joy. It's about following your heart. It's about not being stuck to, I mean, if you want to have a house and everything, that's fine. But if you're a slave to your home and your cars and your things, and all you do is pay bills to keep up with this stuff, I wouldn't say that that's really a quality of life. I mean, you may think it is. Materialism, I guess. I mean, if that's where you're at. But quality of life for me is freedom. It's being able to go where I want and do what I want when I want, and really enjoying the nature and the beauty of this earth, and traveling to see amazing things and feel the ancient civilizations, and thinking, contemplating on where we might be going with our future. And really living by my heart, really going inside and saying, what is it that I want? Because you know what, all this other stuff, having things and you know, just paying bills, it's just really so overrated and so yesteryear. Seriously, I was so done with that. As many of you know, about a year ago, I walked out on my life and I left 98% of my stuff. And now I travel very light. I don't even want to buy things. I just want to be able to pick up and leave if I want to leave. But anyway, that's a whole different story. Let's get back to this whole subject of the alien landings or whatever. I was told by the Mayans several years ago, and it's interesting because somebody else gave me a video, showed me a video of Dolores Cannon where she says almost the same exact thing. She doesn't say the Mayans, it's whoever she's communicating with, and there's a few things that differ, but for the 98% of it, it's right, the same information, which I find exciting and awesome. But the Mayans told me, they gave me this challenge. They showed me the earth and that it was going to be like this big separation. And they actually told me that the earth wouldn't separate. Dolores Cannon says that the earth is separating, but I believe that we don't need to get caught up in the technicality of the physicality of it all, because energy is energy. So let's go to some basics. Quantum physics proves, and quantum physics has been proved scientifically, that like energy matches like energy. So if you're vibrating in joy, you're going to vibrate joy to you. And if you're vibrating anger and illness, you're going to attract anger and illness to you. And if you're in a relationship where your intention is to love and be loved and cherish and respect the relationship, but the other person is off saying that that's what he's doing, but in fact he's screwing around and he's lying to you, but coming back and telling you that he loves you, even if he's telling you that and you're believing it and you're feeling it, if he's still lying out here and doing things that are not in alignment with what your sacred agreement is as a relationship, your energy really isn't matching. So it's just a matter of time before there's a split. So like energy attracts like energy, and if the energy is not matching, then it'll split or fall away. But if you want to hold on to that, so say you found out that he was a pig and lying, and you wanted to stay on with him, well, then, I mean, you can hang on for as long as you want, but it's just not going to feel, it's going to feel horrible. So inevitably, if you are going with the flow and the other person or situation or energy is going with the flow, if it's not matching, it will fall apart or fall away from each other. So what they're showing me was that there's two parts that are becoming this big gap, and it's the old mainstream way of life that we all know well and have been doing it, but it's propelled and fed by fear. So our government and people that think that you have to do things a certain way because that's the way you do life, and care about what other people think about you, and be responsible and buy houses and run your credit up and take only 1 week or 2 weeks off a year just for you. That part I just really don't get, that your work owns you to the point where they will tell you that you can take 5 or 10 days off a year for yourself. That is ludicrous and ridiculous. And if you're going for that, you need to rethink really what you're allowing in your life. Or the other side where people are saying, you know what, I can't do anything but live from my heart. I've got to follow my heart and what my soul is telling me to do and where I need to be, and be in my joy as much as possible, because that's why we came to earth. And in my beliefs, I don't know if it's yours, but I believe that the reason we're here is to continue to remember our divinity and to vibrate as close to that divinity as we can. That divinity being whoever your higher power is, whether that's God, source, divine, all that is, Allah, whoever it is. But whatever you label it, it is pure love. And I believe that's what we're learning, is to love ourselves and vibrate in love. And know that there's absolutely nothing wrong with us. We're all beings of love. So you have the fear-based group, or the rat race group that's just living in their bubble. And that's okay if that's what they want to do. Perfectly fine. I'm not judging it. Okay, I'm not. I'm just giving you the example. Or the other group that's ready to live from their heart and follow their joy and do their life, live life, not let, live your life and not let life live you. So that what's happening is you've got the fear and the love, and the more people that start vibrating in this love area that's following their path, the more the separation's happening. And so like energy is not attracting here, and it's going to become so separate that it splits off. So that's the fast story of it. I have some YouTubes on my channel called Guidance on 2012 or something like that. You can go watch. There's 4 videos and you can learn all about it. Anyway, are the aliens going to land? I hope so. And oh, by the way, when I was watching Dolores Cannon, she was saying she didn't know when it was all going to happen, but I heard 2014, so that's not too far away. And I'd love to move that timeline up, actually, and I wouldn't mind if it happened at the Olympics, because that would be pretty dang cool. I'm ready to be beamed up or taken to the next level. So anyway, just my thoughts on that. Let's see what happens. I may be completely wrong. There may be some aliens landing in the Olympics in how many days is left? I don't even know. So anyway, I'm going to be doing more videos on these kind of things. I've been guided to do that. I'm getting a lot of messages from the star beings, from the aliens and the angels, and I want to continue to pass on messages in this crucial time of transformation. So subscribe to these videos and tell your friends about it. Put it on your Facebook. Give me a thumbs up, a like. Please encourage me to talk more, because I'd like to. And if you have questions that you need answered, send me an email at info@healingyoursoul.com, and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. See you later.